It's the second year of our adventures on the South West Coast Path, the 630-mile trail around Devon, Cornwall and Dorset. We're back in North Devon and today we're walking from Woolacombe to Saunton, about 7.5 miles. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's day 2, but we're doing day 3's walk because day 1 we decided to split into 2 because it's very, very spiky. We had a bit of a late start on day 1 and also later in the week it's not very pretty. We're going to be walking around the estuary, so we thought we'd save one of the more beautiful days for later in the week. But we are in Woolacombe and we're going to walk about 7 or 8 miles down to Saunton.
Yeah, we're staying in Croyde at the moment, which is a lovely little place. We've got a kind of base camp for the next few nights, and it's a really lovely little house we've got. It's got a beautiful garden. It's got everything we need. It's really cosy.
It's very luxurious, isn't it, to have a place for a few nights we can spread out and relax a bit more than last year.
And stay organised with all our bits and pieces. And there's a lovely, it's about 10-15 minutes walk to an amazing beach there through fields of bunnies.
The bunnies are very cute.
So it's really quite a nice place to be, to have a base.
Yeah, so we've left the car in Saunton and we're walking from Woolacombe to Saunton, which is how many miles did you say?
Well, the app says 7.7.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah. But one of the other reasons, so yeah, the weather is going to be a bit changeable over this week, which is why we're kind of moving things around. But also I've got a slightly wonky leg, which becomes more painful the more I walk, especially if I go up and down things. So Katie and Kat have very kindly let me do a flatter day. Not very flat, but flatter than what would have been day 2. So hopefully by the end of the day we should be in a good position.
Hopefully. I'm also nursing a recovering broken toe, so it works well for me to do an easier day than yesterday as well.
Yeah, and we're still quite tired, aren't we? And you've got a bit of a headache.
Yeah, there was a lot of logistical faffing yesterday, including stocking up on groceries for a whole week and all sorts. So yeah, hopefully from this point on we'll be slightly more relaxed.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Great, should we get going?
Let's get going.
Wonderful.
Our day's walk began in Woolacombe Warren, an area of sand dunes behind a 2-mile-long beach.
The path wove in and out amongst the dunes, sometimes with several routes to choose from, but generally heading west.
The dry, soft sand was a bit tricky to walk on, and it was very hot and muggy where the vegetation was sheltering us from the wind.
Eventually we found a bit of shade, but it came with something we were a bit less happy about: steps.
What goes up must come down, and after strolling along the ridge for a while, we decided to depart from the official path and go and eat lunch on the beach.
It felt wrong to pass by such an amazing beach without setting foot on it at all.
We found our way down to the beach by a narrow path and then a steep gully where someone had thankfully provided a rope, though it was still a bit tricky.
Once we arrived on the beach, we emptied the sand from our shoes.
I had a swim and we managed to eat lunch, but fairly soon it started to rain.
It was gentle at first, but then got a bit heavier, so we put our waterproofs on before starting the next stage of our walk towards Baggy Point.
The horizon all but disappeared into the mist, but the rain wasn't too heavy and actually felt quite pleasant to cool us down after a very humid morning.
And we had amazing views back down towards the beach.
Oh, what we're talking about? What we've done so far today? Yeah.
Yeah, what it's been like.
How was your swim, Katie?
Oh, it was so good. The waves were quite powerful. I got sloshed around a bit, but I don't mind that.
Which beach was it?
It was Putsborough Sands, so that massive beach behind us is... I mean, I can't really tell where Woolacombe ends and Putsborough begins, but it's like a 2.5 mile long beach. But we walked back along the dunes behind it and then sat down on the beach to have a lunch.
Yeah. After a slightly hairy climb down using a rope.
Yeah, that was a bit terrifying.
Yeah. You slipped.
Yeah.
I got barbed. You were fine.
I was okay. I was filming. I was filming all the mishap. And we've had an interesting array of weather. Really too warm to begin with on the dunes.
Yeah.
And then rain. But yeah.
Yeah, I think the rain's clearing up. I can see just over there, there's blue sky. We're heading out to a headland called Baggy Point, and then we're going to turn almost back on ourselves and head inland. And it looks blue, so hopefully it's going to be a bit nicer for the rest of the walk.
Yeah, and it's lovely to be up this high, but it's been a gentle ascent.
Yeah, it's not been brutal. Really, really different character from last year. Feels totally different.
Yeah, the beaches are different, the terrain is different, the rocks are different.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay,
Shall we carry on?
let's do it.
On Baggy Point we found a Coast Guard pole, which would have been used for training to rescue people from shipwrecks. Apparently there used to be several of these on the North Devon coast, but this is the only one left. Coast Guards would fire a rocket towards the pole, which represents the mast of a ship. They would use this to rig up a pulley system with a life ring called a breeches buoy, which could then be used like a zip wire to carry people to safety.
After we'd all had a turn climbing the pole, we headed to the very tip of the headland, which surprised us with beautiful dramatic rock formations.
You doing a jigsaw?
I am, yes.
Oh, that's pleasing. The sun came out as we walked along the other side of the headland, with slopes covered in beautiful wildflowers. Ahead, we began to see the next stage of our walk, Croyde Beach.
We decided to take another little detour off the path for a closer look at the rocks.
Then we walked into the village of Croyde, passing the massive vertebra of a whale that had been washed up on the beach.
At Croyde, the southwest coast path crosses the beach itself. As this village was where we were staying, we had plenty of time to enjoy this beach in the evening, so we didn't linger.
And I resisted the temptation to have another swim. We crossed the stream and made our way to the other end of the beach. We had to cross a busy road, then our path took us high above the sea again with views towards our finishing point for the day, Saunton Sands.
Let's go again.
No,
Let's go again.
no, it's fine. Come back. We can cut
this out.
Come back.
It's okay.
Cutting it out so annoying. Are we not cool?
No, oh God, no.
I think we are.
We're cool nerds.
Yeah.
We're going.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's the cool bit, the 2 thumbs up.
That's why I did it.
Thanks for watching our Southwest Coast Path adventures. You can find the next video in the series over on Kat's channel by following the link on screen or in the description box below. We also have a coffee page if you want to leave a donation towards our adventures next year. Thanks for watching.